Aqua Soul family, what it do, you guys? It's your girl Empress 777 here today with a general love message for my Aquarius soul family, my Aquarius gang, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Hope you guys are doing super fantastic. I certainly am. Holy angels and spirit guys, please give us exactly what we need to know. Exactly what we need to know. Okay, other than what's already come out, but I'll get to all of that in a moment, you guys. We have a lot to unpack. Okay. All right, if you have not already done so, please go ahead and click that like button, guys. It's free. I do appreciate it. It just helps our video make it around the algorithm of YouTube and let people know that we're here, okay? So we can continue to grow as we've been growing really fast. Also click that subscribe button if you wish to do so, as well as the notification bell, because this is a predominantly Aquarian channel and I do upload for us quite often, so you will want to be notified when I do that. Okay. Where do I begin? Oh my gosh. So first of all, there is definitely a specific person here, you guys, okay? This individual, I won't say that you placed them on a pedestal, but what I will say is they definitely placed themselves on a pedestal in all areas of their life. They consider themselves a very important person, VIP, okay? Who should be allowed, right, access to any and everything they wish to have, okay? I mean, this is self-entitlement at its highest specificity, okay? We have a bit of a tower moment going on for this individual by way of you. This is your doing, okay? Now keep in mind, tarot is fluid, guys. I don't know how many times I can say that, right? If you're familiar, then you do know that tarot is fluid and it can be predictions from the past, present, or future predictions, okay? So just take things how they resonate. Cross watchers, if you need to switch the energies, feel free to do that as well. There's something that you've done here, you guys, okay? I don't even think you meant to do it. I feel like you was just doing yourself. You was just doing you. And as a result of that, this is definitely causing a self-inflicted imprisonment for this individual. They would love nothing more than to move on, but there's just some sort of shock, awe, and horror, okay? In their opinion, this is horrific. I don't know what that is. I don't know if it's that you moved on. I don't know if it's that you healed, because that's what I've really been hearing. There's some sort of healing that you've done. There's some sort of changes that you've made, a transformation, right? This transformation has or will change your entire life, okay? I mean, everything will seemingly change at one time, okay? That money in that account skyrockets, right? Or you may move to another country even, right? We ain't just going state to state. These are huge changes, right? Huge leaps and bounds. These are things that you felt confident enough to do. And as a result of your obedience, because I feel like these are things that you intuitively will feel that you need to do. These are changes that you will intuitively feel need to happen. And you will listen to those changes. You changing yourself is simultaneously changing this person's whole perception of themselves. Oh, wow. Now, that might surprise you, okay? Because I don't believe that this person placed you on the same pedestal as they placed themselves, okay? It was very much so here, I'm here, you're here, right? That was just their behavior. I'm not saying that they ever said that to you, but their behavior and mannerisms would have made you feel that way. They would have planted seeds in the connection, in the relationship, to make you feel lesser than, to make you feel like an option, or to make you feel like you're not good enough, or like you have to prove yourself before they will willingly give you what you're already giving them. Yeah, that's definitely what I'm feeling. For some of you, the reasoning behind this connection even having a chance in your life in the past is because you were definitely, of course, you were vibrating at a lower level, okay, due to some traumas. Could be traumas from your childhood, traumas from another lifetime, traumas from, you know, there were definitely traumatic instances. You might not even correlate those traumas with your behavior, okay, and mannerisms in your love connections prior to now, but that is what they're saying to me. That's what I literally hear. So said traumas would have made you feel like more of a, or operate as like a people pleaser, but it was subconscious, right? It's not as if you were like, yes, I need to go around and please everybody. It would just show up in different ways that you did not recognize you were doing. So after healing, when you think back to what you would have accepted in certain connections, or how you would have showed up for certain people who absolutely did not deserve it, love connections, family, friends, whatever, you're going to be able to see exactly what I'm talking about. You might not even recognize that person anymore. So there's something about this individual that's recognizing this change in you, okay? And they are confused because I feel like maybe you talked about, you know, making certain changes, doing certain things, accomplishing certain things, right? This person may have pegged you for a procrastinator, you know? So if the two of you are still engaging with one another, they can actively see this change happening, okay? But they will ignore it until it's complete, right? Until transformation is complete, and then it will surprise them, right? It's almost like a slap in the face. They won't even know who's in front of them anymore, right? They won't even recognize you, recognize the person that they met. Damn. And for those of you who have disconnected from this individual, there may be definitely a pause, break, a separation. The two of you will somehow run into one another. I don't believe that they're going to actively be looking for you, and I don't believe that you will actively be looking for them. I feel like you will bump into each other. Not by accident, okay? It has to happen. It is at that moment that they're going to realize, okay? If you are the individual who is separated from this person, and that sort of tower, which is a surprise, happens where the two of you so happen to run into each other, this individual is going to actively try to pursue you. They would not have even been thinking about you up until this point, but it's something about you, okay? It's something about the way that you're vibrating. It's something about the way that you look. You look good. Let's just be very clear, okay? You look good. You look good, girl. The only thing is, when they do this, this is where the shock and horror will come, because in the past, right, you have given this person more than one, more than two, more than three chances to get things correct, to get things right. Only because you were still working on your own shadow work. You know, you were still working on healing from things that had absolutely nothing to do with this person. I believe once this person realizes the level at which you are vibrating, they won't use that language because this doesn't feel like a spiritual individual to me, but they're going to just be able to feel it energetically. They're going to be able to hear it in the way that you're speaking to them, right? The way that you may be handling them, okay? Your lack of enthusiasm, lack of effort, right? And that is definitely going to shock this person. I feel that even if you decide it's just high and by, or you decide to truly disconnect from this, or you decide to go your own ways, this person, because they've already seen this change, that is how they will recognize that you've changed on a soul level. Something that they had absolutely nothing to do with, and they don't have control over anymore, right? So you're not making this person a priority. This came out in the reverse. I believe at one point in time, this person was top priority in your life. You did a lot of things to prove to this person that you were worthy. That definitely was stemming, like I said, from that childhood trauma. I don't know what that would have been. Only you do, right? And you may not even recognize what I'm talking about because it's subconscious is what they're saying, right? Some of you may have already done the shadow work and maybe gone to therapy, or maybe have done your own self-analyzations to know what it is that I'm speaking of. But it is those traumas that would have had you even entertain the thought of proving yourself to someone, you know? They're definitely going to be losing a lot of sleep, okay? Maybe some nightmares. This person forgot about you. For those of you who were in separation, right? If you're still connected to this person, still engaging with them, you know, here and there, they forget. They have forgotten about you. This person didn't really hold you in a very high regard, okay? This is not something that you don't already know. They didn't make you a priority at all, right? You were of no importance, right? Out of sight, out of mind type of energy. But the moment they meet you at this juncture, I do believe at this juncture you would be vibrating from your higher self. It's the same face, but it's a different person. They are very attracted to you, right? Very attracted to you because this is somebody who believes that they can have whatever they want, right? You're not on their level. Yet they will actively pursue, okay, to prove something to themselves, of course, right? This is an ego thing for sure. You will become the object of their obsession, for sure. They almost view it as a little game, runner chaser. Like if you decide to say, fuck you, I'm out of here, like I'm done, like no, it's never gonna happen, or just be very nonchalant, or whatever your approach is, it's gonna be very different from what you would have shown them before. We also have imprisonment here. So this person is definitely not gonna stop anytime soon, okay? Wow, we have the sun in the reverse. Wow. Okay. This person has a very dark energy, you guys, okay? Very, very dark energy. This is something that you will start to notice if you decide to start engaging with this person again, or even if you guys just, like I said, run into each other, passing one another by. Their energy is extremely dark. This person is definitely going to try their damnedest to keep their motives hidden, okay? And that's why I'm here. Right? But they're definitely shocked, okay? That goes without saying. They may be shocked that you're not willing to work on things immediately. They may be shocked that you maybe suggest, I don't know, just being friends, right? It just depends on where you fall. Everybody is going to be different in reference to how they handle this run-in with this person, but please prepare yourself because it's going to happen. It has to. It's divine timing for this own for their sake. It's almost the notion of how dare you, you know, from this individual. How dare you say I can't have it? How dare you say I can't? You know, do you know who I am? Do you know who I am? And you're like, no. Ciao. So the imprisonment is definitely mental. It's mental imprisonment. They may start toiling over and over and over about what happened to you. They can't quite explain it. They're not spiritual, remember? So they don't really know what's going on. They're like, did they change their hair? Did they, were they wearing contacts? Like, you know, did they lose weight? Like, it's something different. Like, what is it? And for some of you, this person is so arrogant that they may think that it's that is someone else outside of you that has changed your behavior. This is why you don't want me. This is why, you know, you're deciding not to work on this again. This is why you can't see me, because there's somebody else in the picture. Little do they know that yes, there is somebody else in the picture, but the other person is your higher self. You're actually operating out of your higher self's energy. So you're going to be completely different with this individual. You will also see them very differently. Like I said, dark energy. You may even be able to feel it energetically. So we have Black Moon. Yeah, definitely a shift. This is a shift in perspective. I do believe this person is going to fight this perspective to the death, because them admitting that you might actually not be interested, you might actually have like just decided that you're willing to take this L in their mind, right? That you may have actually decided that you can do better off on your own. Their ego would much rather want to convince them that there's another person involved, that you have another boyfriend, another girlfriend that you're dating. That's the reason why you can't see me. Even while telling themselves that, right, because it makes them feel better, to just view it from that aspect, they will still not be able to escape this mental torture. I believe that this torture is coming from the divine. This is a realization that this person has to have about themselves. Lots of sleepless nights for this person, you guys, okay? And confusion. Okay, when I get the sun in the reverse, not only do I get the energy of darkness, but just lack of clarity. This person is not willing to admit that they've done anything wrong. It must be you. You know, you're the one who's changed. You're the one who's moved on. You're the one who's ended this, right? Even though, like I said, they weren't thinking twice about you, the connection, or nothing else. It's not until they see this transformation, okay? Live and in color. They gotta see it. That's gonna change everything for them. It turns into an obsession almost immediately. Wow. Yeah. See? Dare I say, you guys, because this person is not going to be aware of who you have transformed into, okay? They're not going to be aware of the changes that you have cultivated or made. Dare I say there will be an offer at the moment that the two of you run into each other, okay? There's some form of an offer, even if you're still engaging with this individual. At the very moment that your higher self starts to partake in your decisions and kind of rule over that subconscious and release those traumas, this individual is going to energetically feel the need to chase you. They're going to energetically feel the need to lock you down. Yeah, to lock you down. Okay? Wow, it says resurrected relationship, unresolved issues, tying up loose ends, and unfinished business. So they very much are going to feel like this is an unresolved issue. Even though you've done all, you have all the resolution, okay? Yikes. Let's just pull a few more of these. Now, there will be a form of light around you, you guys. This person is definitely operating through their shadows, right? Shadow self, for sure. You have done the healing work, so there will be a beam of light around you, okay, energetically, that people just won't be able to explain, especially not people like this, right? People who've known you from the past. Everyone's going to be able to tell the difference. This person will not appreciate it. They won't appreciate like your happiness. They won't appreciate like your growth, you know, your glow up, your level up. It's definitely putting a fork in a wrench. A wrench? Okay, it's putting a wrench in their plan. It's holding shit up. Because now, right, Not before, not later, but now they're deciding that they want you. And again, this is somebody who feels like when they decide that they want something, that's it. That's all they need to do. It should definitely be theirs, in their possession, immediately. Immediately. A possession. This person doesn't understand free will. Okay? Or the way the divine works, like, at all. But there's an offer nonetheless. They will want to bring things back to life. They will want to get you recaptured mentally more than anything, especially with the swords coming out as like the centering conflict. All right. I feel like this is a connection that you worried about a lot. Lots of anxiety. You didn't know why you were worried. You just were. Even when they weren't seemingly doing anything in your face, it was just always off. Something was always off. You were always waiting for something to happen. So anxiety can be correlated, of course, with fear. And I feel like the fear that you were feeling is that you were definitely pouring into something that was undeserving, but you weren't able to see your worth at that time. The worth was always there. It was. And now, you can't stop shining. You're blinding this person with all your growth, okay? And your spirituality, okay? And your happiness. It's pissing them off. They will love nothing more than for you to be back in this energy. Nine of Swords, trying to figure them out, confused as fuck, right? I just presented you with the whole bakery to show you that I deserve a title, that I deserve to be your only one, that I deserve the same. And they give you a half of a crumb. Chill. So the trauma that you were struggling with, right? Whatever that might have been, right? Abandonment issues, possibly fear of rejection, a number of things. The direct result of those traumas had you in the energy of always wanting to prove yourself or please another, even if they were not deserving. So them giving you a half of a crumb would result in you being like, okay, one bakery wasn't enough. Let's go to the south end of America and get all 50 of those bakeries. And I'll bring you 50, baby. I'm going to bring you 50. And you won't be able to resist me. You know? You got to do more. That didn't work. Okay, I got to do more. Instead of just counting your losses and dipping out. You know what I'm saying? You weren't able to see that. Yeah. Half of a crumb. Not even a whole crumb. You know? You would have actually, okay, before your healing, you would have actually been okay with a couple of breadcrumbs every now and again. But this person was giving you, so stingy, right? A small, little, minute half of a crumb. Every year or so, depending on how long the two of you dealt with one another, right? And that would leave you so baffled, bamboozled, and confused. They would try to make you feel crazy about how confused you were about what they were doing, right? Gaslight you a little bit, like, oh, you're doing the most. This is not tit for tat. I didn't ask you to do that. I am who I am, you know? That's what love is. Take me as I am. Don't you love me? So why are you expecting things from me? Just because you did something? That's nothing. I can get somebody else to do that right now. I can get a whole group of bitches to do that. A whole group of dudes to do that. That's small loving you did. I mean, you see? And then comes the confusion. The anxiety. You may not have had nightmares or like it would have been restlessness, right? Restless nights. Not getting a good night's sleep. You could not really relax in this connection. They were a lot of work. Boy. So we do have a true realization here, you guys, okay? This person is realizing your worth, that they have no choice. They have no choice now. You standing 10 toes down on that shit. You don't care what they throw at you. Oh, you're great. I'm great too, motherfucker. Like what? Like what? You know? Oh, you just got a new car? Me too. Like, oh, you just got a new job? Me too. Like, I'm doing it, right? Like, let's not talk about what I'm bringing to the table because I got my own motherfucking table. Now, what's up? What's up? I got a buffet, bitch. Like, what's up? Okay? That's your energy. They're not going to know how to handle that. It's going to be very abrupt and abrasive to them from somebody who was willing to take what they were dishing before. You understand? Oh my gosh. I love the glow up. I love that for you. So we're dealing with a toxic individual, okay? We are dealing with somebody who is conceited, arrogant, entitled, okay? So their avenue of trying to bring this back to life, it can't be anything less than toxic. It's free will. I can't tell you what to do, but I can forewarn you about this encounter. Now, they're not going to show up with this triggering energy because that is the plan, baby. To trigger the fuck out of you. Dim your light. Humble you, baby, because you must have forgot. You must have forgot who's in charge. You forgot who's in charge. Put you in your place. How do they do that? Sun card in the reverse. Okay? That is darkness. Okay? And that is very much so where you were in this connection. All right, let me see here. Yeah. Make sure this one puts in the effort. Now, everyone's feelings and path to healing is going to be different. So I would never say, don't fuck with this person no more. Don't talk to them no more. I can only say to just, you know, be very vigilant and discerning. Because like I said, I don't believe that they're showing up as the sun in the reverse. Somebody to steal away your daylight, to steal away your happiness, your light, right? Your peace. They're not going to show up that way. No, absolutely not. This is the type of this is the type of individual, okay? They have to prove a point to themselves and to other people. And they have to let everybody know who's in charge, okay? But they're not going to do it the right way. They're going to definitely finesse. Do some underhanded shit. Sneaky motherfucker. Lies. Out the ass, okay? So it definitely feels like somebody who may be attempting to possibly mirror you, okay? You talking spirituality, they talking spirituality. You talking commitment, they talking commitment. You talking, you know, I don't know, building something, they talking building something. Right? They're gonna mirror you. Whatever you say you want, that's what they are. Me too, me too. You, oh, me too. Now, that's neither here nor there for most of you. That still won't do it for you, okay? This person will never have an avenue in. Now, they will not stop. This person will be relentless. They will be extremely aggressive and consistent. So even if you turn them down, they would still come back, okay? Wow. What is that snake with the multiple heads? Is it Medusa? Right? Well, isn't it like you have to chop off the main head to even kill it, but it's a snake with several heads? Am I missing? Is that what I'm hearing correctly? That's this person. Cutting off one of their snake heads is not going to do much. They would still be alive. Okay, you have to get to the nucleus and chop that shit off from the middle. But who has time for that? So if you are in the position where you've possibly not made it to this juncture of healing yet, okay, and you're still going along, just be very careful, because I feel as though this person is definitely going to talk a good game, okay? They definitely have a plan. Make sure you're having the proper conversations. This will also be able to give you insight in reference to who they actually are, right? Not what they're trying to portray to you. So it definitely feels like they're going to be trying to put on like some form of a front. Like a trap. Yeah. The trap is imprisonment, for sure. unfinished business. They're crazy. Let's see here. Okay. So they did the same thing to me. But this doesn't come as a surprise, guys. I already told you that this is somebody who is operating out of their shadows, okay? They're not aware of their traumas. They just operate out of their traumas. Their traumas rule them. That is why they have treated you the way that they have treated you, and that is why they conduct themselves in their life the way that they have. Okay? Let's see here, guys. They did the same thing to me. This could be a man or a woman scorned for some of you guys, okay? It could be one relationship that has turned this person into a demon, okay? You were the one that got away for sure. Oh, but they back, okay? Why am I hearing Evanescence? Wake me, what is that song? Wait, bring me back to life? Right? Wake me up inside. Child. So we have sextile. And it says opportunity, right? This person is going to view this meetup, this divine run-in as an opportunity, okay? They're going to want to collaborate for sure. It is your energy that's going to throw them off, but that doesn't mean that they're not going to still try, because they definitely going to feel like they're still dealing with the same person inside, like you're putting on a front, like you're trying to be strong, you know, but you're weak for them for real. That's their mindset, you guys. It is. Your guides are helping you. So this will happen, right? It will happen. However, you will be protected in this energy, okay? As long as you keep your choice of free will in alignment with where the divine has been actively taking you, then all should be well. But again, this is somebody who is definitely persistent, okay? Heavily persistent. So we have you and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer. I do believe that you're certainly going to be protected. We have 2 cards of protection here, okay? So there's not to worry about that. This is definitely just about protecting your peace, right? Protecting your mental space, keeping yourself on par with the course, if that makes sense, right? Because I do believe that this person, out of desperation, they will be willing to do anything to either trigger you, knock you off balance, knock you out of whack, right? Get you to tap into your old self, okay? And that might be why this is showing up. Let me see here. Try to keep your wits about you. Surrender to the divine. Yep, we have the full moon. So you've already made these changes, okay? You've already surrendered. And that I truly am proud of you for. I'm just going to say that because that's not easy. Shadow work, working through things that have already, it's painful to work through things as such, but you've done that. And this is also why Spirit is protecting you along the way. This would also be why a message like this would be coming out, because you've done so well. And this is definitely something that you're not expecting. All right. Yeah, we have desire to win. Surprise, surprise. Are you surprised? I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. It says I'm going to win. I'll look better, do better, and get someone hotter, right? This may have been this person's attempt, right? In the past, they definitely pit you against different people, okay? Some form of competition. Wow. That's to trick people into fighting for them. This person is something else. Yeah, that's to trick people into fighting over them. You know? Tell you about what their exes used to do better than you, right? Or tell you how their exes fucked up so that you'll know in your mind not to do that shit, right? Planting little seeds that automatically cued something in you because of your trauma to prove yourself. This is crazy. See, told you. But it's not until they see you, it's not until this run-in that they will realize this. Wow, something fell. It says, you are the one that got away. I'll look for you in the next lifetime. That's a lie. That's a lie. They're definitely going to attempt to make this shit happen in this lifetime. Okay? Okay? In their mind, there's no way that they're letting you get away, because this person can see the glow up and they do know that you will be of high commodity. If they allow you, okay, in their mind, they're in control here, right? If they allow you to stay single, you will be, somebody gonna grab you up in no time. So they have to make this happen. It's enough. We're together, I said it. Yikes. All right, guys, let's go ahead and tap into your extended, because we do have a lot to unpack. All right, first and foremost, I definitely want to see what karma is approaching this person, right? We had the Nine of Swords come out at first, and this definitely is not you. So I believe that they're already approaching this karmic cycle. This is just the beginning. Little do they know, but I will definitely get some clarifiers for that and look more into the karma that is reaching this person for their behavior. Okay, I also want to see what their purest feelings for this connection is. This will be the reasoning why all of the persistence. I kind of have an idea already of what that is, right? We have imprisonment. This is somebody who feels they can possess people, right? Yeah. Come play with you when they feel like it. Put you up on the shelf when they're tired. Come back when they feel like it. That type of thing. Revolving door. Let's go ahead and take a look at what their intentions were initially, their next steps, so you can prepare yourself, and what their intentions are now. Okay, let's see what your lesson in all of this was, right? Why did this have to happen? Why is it showing up now? Because I do feel like you're already on your way, if not already into another cycle completely. But for some reason, this person will still have access to you. Again, there's this run-in. You guys will run into each other, surprisingly. It's not by accident, though. There is some unresolved business here on Spirit's end. I don't believe that that means that the two of you need to come back together, right? I already said that, but you know, you do what you want. You do what you want. So let's see what the lesson is, and hopefully you can work on that prior to this run-in with this person, and that could kind of add to this added protection that Spirit is trying to provide for you. Then we will look at the potential outcome, whether you decide to re-engage with this person, no judgment of course guys, or go the opposite direction. We're going to look at both of those potential outcomes. What blockages do you need to address in order to truly move into this next cycle? Because you're already a new individual. You've already transformed. It's like one little thing I feel that needs to be released. What is it? I want to know. I need to know. You need to know. Shit. Okay. And then of course we're going to do new love, guys, and new money. I do feel an opportunity coming along. Your transformation is not only bringing on new love, but also just a new life in general. And that does include a career, an investment, some sort of new money that you might be having a windfall, right? That's what it feels like to me. So we're going to look at both new love and new money. Let's see what good things are coming towards you, both in the near future for love and money. And then in reference to love, I want to see what the sexiest qualities about this individual will be, what they find most attractive about you, right? We will also use one of our newer decks, the Naughty Oracle, to take a look to see what kind of chemistry the two of you will have in the bedroom, okay? What's going down in that bedroom, right? What's the romance department looking like? And then I want to see what the potential for a long-term commitment is in this, just so that you can prepare yourself in reference to how long you want to deal with this person or how you want to approach them, right? Is it just a little bit of fun that you'll be having prior to a long-term commitment? Let's look at both, okay? What signs do you need to look out for from Spirit in reference to them signaling that you've met your divine counterpart? Let's spy a little bit so you can be prepared for what synchronicities you need to be looking out for, guys, okay? And then we will jump into your money and career reading. What good things are happening in money? What blockages may be prolonging this growth that I continue to feel? We will also go ahead and get advice in reference to how Spirit suggests you speed up momentum towards your manifested financial goal, okay? Whatever that is, everybody's recipe is different, you know what I'm saying? And towards your divine counterpart in the least amount of time. What do they suggest you focus on, and how do they suggest you move? What does your perspective need to be? All of that. We will look into that. And lastly, we will have an Ask the Universe read where I give you guys the floor, and we'll use this Oracle deck, but I'll have more instructions over in the extended for that, okay? So we have a lot to unpack. All right. First, click that like button if you do not mind, as well as the subscribe button and the notification bell. I'm gonna link the extended down below in the description box, and I hope to see you over there. All right.